What are you here for today?
I'll have a look at your wares.
Maybe next time then.
I tell you, and you dob me in.
Crazy? Why would I dob you in?
Look, just drop it, will you? What did that animal ever do to you? Help! Come quick! Where is everyone?
So here you
silly
are.
doggy.
Now I've got you. Halt!
That way.
I surrender!
You wouldn't face a man, but you dare lay hands on an animal. And that's not the only thing you've done wrong.
Wait, no! You're wrong! Do you mean to tell me that a man has no right to protect his honor? I was insulted. And in the country that honors God, to protect oneself from offense is a divine right. But I reckon none of that applies here. How shameful.
Hold on now. We're all decent folk here. If your deeds were truly committed in defense of your honor, then we'll leave things be for now.
Where did you get that fruit, eh? You took it from our shared stash again, didn't you?
What are you doing, strolling about without a light?
Who are you barking at? Did you lose something here in the daytime? Or what are you looking for here? I hope you're not going to be wandering around out there all night.
Hail Mary. Yes. Good man. Hold on.
Everything all right?
Do you have a moment?
What's going on?
Do you have any coin to spare?
Tell me, how come you're begging? What happened to you?
Allow me to disabuse you of your misconception. I am no beggar. I simply find myself in a bind compelling me to rely on the kindness of good people.
So, you're begging?
But I'm not a beggar.
Why are you asking for charity? Fancy an ale, eh? The amount you're looking for, it sounds like you plan on downing a whole keg.
That wouldn't go amiss, but really, I need the coin so I can travel to Vlashim.
That's quite a way.
I've always found it to be a day or two's ride.
But I don't see any horse.
I don't have one. That is true. I'll join a caravan, ride along, pay for my way, my provisions and such.
Begging, but not a beggar, and he needs money to get to Vlashim. Oh, I've come across a fair few beggars before, but none have ever said that to me.
Must be a coincidence?
In fact, you don't strike me as a commoner at all. Just the way you talk doesn't sit right with me. Allow me to disabuse you of your misconception. That's not something that just anybody would say.
Just an odd coincidence.
And there's the fact you know how long it takes to get to Vlashim. On horseback, and you've done the journey before. Nah, I'm not buying it. I'm not going to do you any harm. What could I possibly take from you? Eh? Who are you?
My name is Odolin von Wottitz. My father is Albert von Wottitz.
So you're a nobleman?
That I am.
What really happened?
I escaped from prison.
Why were you in prison?
I was a hostage. My father fell out with a couple of noblemen from the League of Lords. This rankled them, so they ambushed me one day as I was running errands for my father. Then everything happened so fast. They detained me and sent my father a message. If your son's life matters to you, you won't make any trouble. He had no choice but to do what they said. These are tough times, eh?
How did you escape?
Well, I gradually figured out who was guarding me and when. One of the guards used to come into my chamber and talk to me from time to time.
You had a chamber? No dungeon?
No. You don't keep a nobleman detained like a murderer, waiting for the news. I had a room where I was guarded.
All right. Carry on.
Well, I steadily worked on that guard. Once he was convinced I wasn't going to escape, he stopped being so attentive and I managed to pinch his key. Then I just snuck out that night, and that was it.
Sounds like you got pretty lucky.
Lucky or not, I had no wish to spend another moment in that chamber.
How long were you held?
A year? Perhaps a year and a half? Yes, that seems about right.
What are you going to do now?
My priority is to get back home to my family and discuss it with them. And I need to move fast before anything goes wrong.
I can spare you a few coins. It's a lot more than I normally give, I have to say.
Thank you so much. May the Lord repay your kindness.
Farewell. I hope you make it home safely.
Thanks.
What are you doing here? Hey?
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
God be with you.
Get out! Somebody ought to grab it by the scruff of the neck.
You better call back that dog!
Quiet! Go away! Yeah, better sod off.
Good morning.
What do you know about this diabolical apparition?
God forbid. And you? Be on your way. See you later, my friend. What do you want?
What happened to the hermit?
Hard to say. Better not go near him. He's been acting strange lately.
I hear Ambrose the hermit has some old sword.
A few folks saw it at his place some years ago. Take care.
Good day to you. Oh, you mutt.
So much work. God, why? Let's get to it then.
Punishment by the
Arrest
prick.
him! My God!
You want to try me?
Mercy!
Shame on you, crippling a dog like that. You'll pay for the damages you incurred, as you should.
It's not what it looks like.
Then what happened? Tell me.
That beast charged at me.
What?
I was walking by, and that animal must have got frightened and charged me. I had to do something.
You know that's your own fault, don't you?
I know. I apologize. I'll go a different way next time.
All right, let's leave it be. I'll sort it out somehow.
Who goes there? What's that? Huh? Can I help you?
Be with you.
Have you gone mad killing animals like that? Here you are. Now I've got you.
Calm down. I surrender.
You can't just kill animals that belong to someone. Poor dog. Such a loyal creature. Once we get that dealt with, I'll search you to see if you've stolen anything.
Well, I didn't kill it just for the thrill. I had a good reason.
I'd love to hear it then.
That animal was in serious pain, suffering. Probably a blocked gut or an infected wound.
So you're some kind of animal surgeon?
I'm the son of a blacksmith. I can tell when an animal or a man is ill.
You should have told the owner, or called the knacker.
But there was no time to look for anyone. I could see the pain in its eyes. I had to free that poor animal from its suffering. Trust me, if you saw that ghastly sight, you would have done the same.
All right. I'll sort it out with the owner. But next time, you'd better ask before doing something like that.
Christ, that stings! At least it stopped the bleeding.
What are you barging in here for? What are you waiting for? Clear off! Piss off! You've no business here.
Huh?
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift. I've heard you dye your own fabric.
I used to. I tried a few times, but I had to give it up. Troskovitz is on a hill, and there's not enough water for that. Why'd you ask?
I'd like to buy some pigment.
I see. Well, perhaps I could find some leftover black. If you have enough groschen, it's yours.
Ah, damn. That's more money than I thought. Look, I don't need much. Just a bit will do.
Is that so? What do you want it for, anyway?
I want to paint on Olbram of Zhelyov's bull. Just a little should be enough.
Someone from Tarkov put you up to this, am I right? You should have said that right away. I won't spoil your fun. You know what? If I scraped off some of that dry pigment from the edges of the bucket and mixed it with some lard, that could work. Those pigments are a magical thing, eh?
What do you mean?
For example, if you need blue, you can use blueberries or woad leaves. You put them in hot water with the fabric and it'll turn blue. Walnuts good too. With the husks of unripe walnuts, you can get a very nice light brown, sometimes even yellow. The best way to make red is from madder root. And when you add alum or beeswing to the water, the colour gets a beautifully rich shade. Or you could just use plain old black elder. The berries, of course, but they're more for lighter shades. Oh, and privet's not too bad either. If you use its bark and alum, you get yellow. You can even use the leaves. They make a nice green, but it takes forever. But you know what's my favourite way of making yellow? Using dyer's broom or weld. You take a few nice stems, some leaves, a bit of alum, and you get yellow, as bright as a chick's feathers. And for so much cheaper than using saffron or iris, that's the main thing. Buckthorn makes a nice green, maybe the best of all. You use its fruit. They say it can also heal, but I've never tried that. The most important part is the stain, anyway. Like alum, for example. It can create all sorts of shades and give depth and richness to the colour. But even that won't help you if you don't know what to use for what colour. Sometimes you want the fruit, sometimes the bark, sometimes the root, or maybe the leaves. Too bad I don't dye fabric much anymore. But I see you're really into it. You know what? Take some of it for free.
My word. Thank you so much.
Oh, not worth mentioning. Just be careful not to stain yourself. Quality material like this doesn't wash off easily. How can I help you this fine morning?
I'll have a look at the wares.
Why are you wasting my time if you don't...
Would you repair it?
Thank you kindly. And come again, friend.
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
God be with you.
The humans won't be coming back here. Don't worry.
Good. Peace at last. Until you get into trouble again, that is.
I need some advice.
You want some advice? Here's some. If you ever fight here again, I'll drag you out by the ear myself. Got that?
Me? I made an effort. It was Capon.
Aye, birds of a feather. Even in the pillory you were like a pair of turtle doves together. Down to business. I don't have all day for you. So what do you want?
I promised Radovan the blacksmith I'd go and see Ambrose the hermit in Apollonia.
My God, lad, stay away from them rocks. Ambrose the hermit sold his soul to the devil and won't talk to nobody no more.
Yeah, I heard that as well. But it seems a bit far-fetched.
So why would an evil spirit suddenly start appearing near Apollonia? It's the devil's work, believe you me.
And has anyone sent to the castle for the priest?
Not at all. Bailiff Thrush is keeping it quiet so far. 4 strangers came here yesterday. They sat in the corner there, but once they heard about the apparition, they started to take a big interest.
What strangers?
They looked like monks, only they had daggers concealed under their robes. I saw them clearly. I'm telling you, there's something fishy going on around Ambrose.
I'd like to get hold of that broken sword of his.
You'd hazard your soul for a piece of iron? Fool. I'd think long and hard before doing anything if I was you. Because this reeks of hell.
What's the latest news, innkeeper?
Siegfried, the herdsboy, dropped by. He was moaning about wolves killing his sheep. Poor fella, he has it tough. And have you heard about the Divozhenka of Semaine?
No, I haven't heard that.
In the rocks below Semaine lived the Divozhenka. It's been a few years since she appeared here, but until now, people have been getting along with her. The locals would sometimes even go to her for various magical salves and decoctions. But now they say she put a spell on one man and seduced him, a married man. And it happened now, of all times, when the young Semaine is going to get married.
Where did the Divozhenka live?
Between the rock tower and Lower Semaine ponds. It's said she's got a little shack in the rocks there. You shouldn't go there.
Why not?
The Semaine lot did that. They were worried she might put young Lord Semaine under a spell, especially now, because of the wedding. So they took care of her. And that's about it, I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper. I'll have a look at your wares. What do you have for sale?